AT&T Fiber presents a straightforward moment.
Your wine?
Thanks. I'll pretend I know what I'm doing before saying it's good.
And I'll pretend I don't know you're pretending.
Are you a gagillionaire?
Yeah, I have AT&T Fiber. The straightforward pricing has inspired me to be more straightforward.
Me too.
Ugh, this wine. I'll fetch you a better one.
Straightforward is better. No equipment fees, no data caps, no price increase at 12 months. Live like a gagillionaire with AT&T Fiber. Limited availability in select areas. Visit att.com/hypergig for details.
Okay, the most painful part of my week is curating the material for Who Are These Zanes? I was able to pull out another steaming pile of crap. This was from the fall of 1991 or 1992. I wasn't quite able to pinpoint the date of when it happened, so I was either 21 or 22 years old working at the mobile home of rock and roll. This is a FREEview of the full episode that I put on my Patreon of Who Are These Zanes? Show contributor and, of course, guest roaster Ryan joins me on this edition of Who Are These Zanes? Ben out of town. He'll be back for the next episode. So I said, hey, buddy, you got to do this. Well, actually, he volunteered, so this is how it went. I'm giving you a handful of minutes of the episode that goes about 35 minutes on Patreon. Patreon, patreon.com/Eric Zane. Check it out for yourself. The whole thing. I suggest trying Patreon for 1 month, which is basically more content behind a paywall. Only fans without the porno is what Patreon is. But since it is listener-supported ad-free, that money it helps keep the lights on. Take care of the puppy dogs, all that stuff. And I appreciate your help. patreon.com/Eric Zane. Try it for 1 month. See if you like it. If you like it, great. Convert it to a yearly. I'll knock 10% off of the cost. Or cancel it. It's that simple. Thank you so much for thinking about it, though. And I appreciate you listening to this FREEview of Who Are These Zanes?
Nothing like some good feedback, I must say. As I stutter again. Neil Young, Southern Mad. It's 93.3, the new classic rock. KQZ, John Mellencamp in there. We heard again tonight from the latest.
Okay, let's start
that's smooth, though.
Let's start it all over again, though. First of all, I'm talking about feedback. There is no feedback, so I don't know why I'm talking about it. Neil Young's just hitting the same note on the guitar. And then I stammer my way through it and then point it out. And then I try to talk.
I just love the broadcaster, though.
What's that?
I just love the cadence when you rip right into this.
Nothing like some good feedback, I must say.
Just go.
As I stutter again. Neil Young, Southern Mad.
Did you hear that? As I stutter again. I sound like Butthead.
You do.
And it's 93.3, the new classic rock. KQZ, John Mellencamp in there.
I didn't say John Mellencamp in there. I said John Mellencamp in there.
We heard again tonight from the latest CD, Whenever We Wanted. Van Halen and Foreigner got us started on a classic rock Friday night. 695-5100 is the number. Up next, we got 40 more minutes of classic rock. Do some romantics and suggested music for Rush.
Okay. So
this doesn't even sound like you.
No,
it's
not
great.
at all.
It's everything you've ever made fun of.
This is why the show's called Who Are These Zanes? Because here we are, episode 12, and we have heard so many different voices, so many different delivery styles that it's remarkable. I was just kind of finding my way, throwing shit at the wall. It's unbelievable. Oh my God. What I've done here at this point is just I think we'd call it a back sell. Okay, that was Neil Young. Coming up, we have more of this. Okay. Then you, give the phone number out and then you read a station promo or something.
And as you know, Lonesome Dave's Fog Hat being brought to you by 93.3, the new
Fog Hat.
Classic Rock KQZ and Club Empire. That is where it's happening. Tuesday, September 22nd at the Club Empire. Tickets are on sale right now for the show for just $10. Lonesome Dave's Foghead. Why is he so lonesome, huh? Fool for the city or what?
Oh, no.
Oh, you got to do that part again.
Yes.
Special guest, Harlot, Hometown Heroes type, Tuesday, September 22nd from Club Empire and 93.3, the new classic rock, KQZ.
I think I'm getting a little bent.
Did you hear the ending?
Yeah, it's sex voice.
It is.
The new classic rock, KQZ. I am making love to that microphone. Oh, God.
You're not drunk or anything when this is happening, are you?
Well, this was in the hot zone. I was still drinking at this point. So, and there is tape somewhere. I don't know if I have it in my possession, but I remember there was one particular moment where I was drinking on the air, and I remember listening. Like when I'm talking, I'm listening to my headphones, obviously, and I remember I could tell that I was slurring my words. So I got so fucking scared, and someone called and said, "You're drinking on the air, aren't you?"
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding. And I'm like,
I love in those days though. You could get away with that because.
Well, yes and no. I mean, but if my boss found out, he'd have fired me, and then that would have been it. Okay, you get a box of food showing up at your door from HelloFresh. Best day ever. You're like, oh man, I cannot wait to open that thing up. That amazing packaging that keeps everything cold and fantastic. You pull out the meals. You're right. We're going to eat like queens and kings at this household with these meals from HelloFresh. Best day ever. Bonus. You get 65% off that box plus free shipping. Oh, my God. HelloFresh has never had a deal like this, and it's only because you are a listener of the Eric Zane Show podcast. HelloFresh.com/Zane65 and use the code Zane65. You get 65% off plus free shipping. That's incredible. HelloFresh.com/Zane65 and then use the code Zane65 for 65% off plus free shipping. Man, I'm telling you, this is life-changing. The food shows up at the door. Everything laid out perfectly. If you know how to read, then you know how to cook amazing meals for your family. Okay? Problem if you don't know how to read. Track down someone in your inner circle who knows how to read, and they will help you. That's how simple this is. HelloFresh, the absolute best fast and fresh recipes. HelloFresh's latest line of meals featuring robust flavors and filling portions are ready in less than 15 minutes. Enjoy taste and quality done quick with recipes like, get this, falafel power bowls. What? Seared steak and potatoes with béarnaise sauce. I had to practice saying that. Or Southwest pork and bean burritos. You'll find quality ingredients in HelloFresh's recipes. In fact, ingredients travel from the farm to your home in less than 7 days, so you know they're fresh. Okay? Again, go to HelloFresh.com/Zane65. Use code Zane65 for 65% off plus free shipping. Check it out. HelloFresh. All right. Cut number 2, much of the same. Weather report. And then I guess there's a big football game coming up. So let's maybe reference that.
Paid for by the U.S. Army. WKQZ, Midland weather for tonight, mostly clear. Another cold one, low of 42. Let's face it, it's not going to be long for snow's going to be in the ground. I did it. I said the word snow. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and a high of 72. And for Sunday,
okay. So
you're doing the annoying thing that people do when they talk about weather.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're breaking it down like it's a conversation.
Yes. Yes.
And did you hear that? I said high of 72. The previous breath, I was like, the snow's coming.
Yes. No, I actually did not hear that. I'm deaf. I did not hear that.
Paid for by the U.S. Army. WKQZ, Midland weather for tonight, mostly clear. Another cold one, low of 42. Let's face it, it's not going to be long for snow's going to be in the ground. I did it. I said the word snow. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and a high of 72. And for
tomorrow, suntan, but snow's on the way.
What? You're going so quick. It's great.
Sunday, much of the same with a high of 78. Currently 55 in the Tri-Cities. Call me on a Classic Rock Friday night, 695-5100. Let me know, Lions or Vikings, what do you say? Continuing on, Romantics on the Z.
I love how you went out of that, trailing it.
So the idea that there's a football game coming up, and I'm in Michigan where all the Lions fans are, and I'm like, who's going to win, Lions or Vikings? Like someone's going to call up and say, the Vikings are going to win this one. I guess they could, but I don't know what I was fishing for there. All right. This next clip resurfaces many times during the show. And all I wrote down for the note, Ryan, was not sure what's going on here.
93.3, the new Classic Rock KQZ. On a Classic Rock Friday night. And oh no, you guessed it, it's the return of Willie the Wimp.
If you play a love song for me tonight.
Get a life, you freak.
Okay.
You had to produce that.
Very minimally. To my left is a reel-to-reel player.
Mm-hmm.
To my right is what's known as a cart deck. You may not know what that is. I've described those.
Oh, I do.
Okay. Yeah. So everything's analog. I gotta hit play on the recorder for that, whoever that was that left that stupid message. I guess he was doing Dice Clay and Jerky Boys at the same time. I'm not sure. And I don't know why I gave him that name, Willie the Wimp. I have no idea. I don't remember any of this. And then I guess Willie the Wimp got punched in the face. Did you hear that?
There was so much. No, okay. I didn't.
Do it again. Thing. All this shit flies by so fast, you didn't even pick up on it. Nope.
93.3, the new Classic Rock KQZ. On a Classic Rock Friday night. And oh no, you guessed it, it's the return of Willie the Wimp.
If you play a love song for me tonight.
Get a life, you freak.
And no one, by the way, I started that out with, hey, you guessed it. No one guessed it. No one guessed it. No one was waiting for it. Oh, my God. Frankly, when I started to pull audio for this, Ryan, I go, this is when we went to Classic Rock. So I'm much more subdued here. So this won't be chock full of shit for us to talk about. I pulled 17 clips.
I got to say, this is probably the most broadcasty I've heard your voice. You're doing the whole, hey, Z93.
Yeah. And the thing is, when we listen to some of those other clips, when I'm doing mornings, like with NPR Brian, it's completely different. It's also not natural, but it doesn't sound like this.
Right.
So I'm very confused at what was at my progression radio. All right, that is it. My free view of Who Are These Zanes? The full show is available on my Patreon, patreon.com/Eric Zane. Thanks for checking this one out, though. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.